Imagine giving everything to your career, years of service, passion, stability, only to lose it overnight. That could be your reality. If you're one of the thousands of federal workers impacted by sudden layoffs, well, today you'll see how to turn that shock into the next chapter. This is your Retirement Today news update. Hi, I'm Brett Vinsant, and this is Retirement Today, where we bring you real stories and smart strategies for thriving over 50. Today's top story: mass layoffs in the and I'll spit it out, federal government system. And I know most of you are not going to be surprised about that. Last week, we talked about Social Security and, that magic number that they were laying off 7,000 employees. And yes, those are federal employees. They were not contract workers. But with the new Trump administration, they are cleaning house and mass layoffs are happening everywhere, and especially among older workers. Can you imagine that? Older workers. Well, meet Mary Jensen. Mary was a contractor for the federal government, hired by the White House back in January of, she told me, I think 2012, 2013. She saw the numbers and even warned her company of a cash crunch. But when the layoff came, it hit hard. In her words, the division of the federal government, which was basically paper pushers, they were gone. They were gone overnight. She said, "I cried in my teen daughter's arms. It was intense. It was a wild role reversal." Mary, like many other federal workers over 50, found herself not just out of a job, but out of an industry. No private company does what USAID does at their scale. And here's the reality. The U.S. government employs over 2 million employees. Okay, we're going to redo this broadcast next year in 2026 and see if that 2 million number still exists. More than 42% of them are 50 or older. And it's it's no longer a matter of your skill set or how great you are at your job. It's that magic number. You're over 50 years old. And since February, job applications from laid off federal workers have spiked over 75%, according to Indeed. And these folks aren't just updating a resume, they're pivoting careers entirely. But here's where the story flips. Mary launched a career pivot, an online community for federal workers navigating the loss together. So since February, it's already gained 12,000 subscribers. Her message, and God, I have to tell you guys, I love this. This isn't personal. It's okay to cry and then take the next step, but please take the next step. So what should you do if you've been let go after 50? And it really doesn't matter if you're in the federal government or you work for Boeing. If you're laid off over 50, here are 3 quick tips. Number 1, apply for unemployment that afternoon, not tomorrow, not next week, not hoping they're going to bring you back. Please apply for unemployment immediately. Federal workers can apply through UCFE. I'm not familiar what UCFE is, but start at your state's unemployment office, not your home address. The other thing quickly is to make sure and secure your health coverage. You may qualify for a temporary contribution of coverage. It's like COBRA, but for federal workers, but you'll need to act fast. I know it's unfortunate, but believe me, we're going to help you find new purpose. Update your resume and skills. Federal resumes are long and detailed. Private sector resumes are short and impact-driven. So this, again, is where you need to pivot. You need to generate a resume that is short and impact-driven. You may need a professional help here. And, typically for $15, $20 online, you can get this done. The bottom line, losing your job at 50 isn't the end. It's a career reinvention opportunity waiting to happen. Got to spit it out. Like Mary, you might just turn your pain into a platform. We've linked up more resources at AARP and all kinds of great resources down in the description. Please make sure and go down into the description and, take a look at the resources we have for you. If you or someone you know has been impacted by a federal layoff, drop us a comment or share your story. I love stories. Brett is the story. Brett loves to tell the story. We'll be covering more on this all month. And remember, you're not alone. Stay strong, stay purposeful, and I'll see you tomorrow with more news for your next chapter. This is Brett from Retirement Today.